Today, Precarious plays
Metroid Prime.
You ever feel like you have different people living in your brain?
Because you suggested that question, I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Just checking. I'm making notes
And it is
for the psychiatrics.
It is an honest answer and not one that I am saying to you because I feel endangered.
Okay.
Okay, and you believe me when I say that?
I mean, I think we all entertain several different characters of our own personas in our minds.
Oh, so you know what? I was going to ask you what you wanted to talk about first today.
Yeah?
But you just accidentally picked already.
Uh-huh.
I think I bounced off Persona 3 again.
You did.
Remember how I said that I
Oh,
was definitely going to beat it this time?
I did see you not playing it anymore. I just assumed that you had gotten busy with other things, but now saying that out loud and knowing your habits when it comes to video games that you are determined to finish, I realize the folly of what I just said.
The issue is that usually whenever I'm a go finish games that I, for whatever reason, didn't finish before, kick.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, if I move on to another game that I haven't finished, then that's how you know that the train has left the station, right?
Yeah.
Because whenever I am focused on beating a game that I missed before,
Yeah.
usually if I start another one, then it's dead to me. It's as good as dead. Persona 3, until I decide to play it again, might as well have never come out at all.
So you really didn't beat it?
I got further. No, actually, you know what? I didn't get further because I still don't have all of the party members that I did before. I got further in my understanding of the systems.
Ah.
I had persona that were completely unfamiliar to me. The problem was that I was looking forward to... You know what? Let me back up.
Yeah.
This time, I tried to play it with a walkthrough. No, I'm sorry. That doesn't do what I was doing justice. I played with a host of walkthroughs. A murder of walkthroughs, if you will.
Wouldn't it be called like a jog of walkthroughs? That would be better.
You know what? That is the better plural of walkthrough. A jog of walkthroughs.
Yeah.
I had a tablet that had a Fusion FAQ open. I had a walkthrough of the game itself. I had a bestiary open.
Uh-huh.
And in addition to the Fusion walkthrough, I also had a Fusion outcome calculator available. A tool online that you can mash stuff together hypothetically to see what you would get out of it in game.
Yeah.
There was more. There's more stuff. And I had a walkthrough on how to maximize your social links in a single playthrough.
Oh.
Because I resolved, like, I'm gonna try to play this again. I've already tried to make my own way through the game organically, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, no, I'm gonna... Clearly, there's something about this game that it doesn't agree with me. Because this would make, I think, like the fourth attempt.
Yeah.
Where I've spent, like 30 to 40 hours on the game.
Yeah, that's a solid time investment.
Yeah. And I The problem this time is that after I got, I think it's the Pale Rider.
Yeah.
What I have determined is not actually the core gameplay, but it's what I feel like maybe should be the core gameplay, or it's what I want to be the core gameplay, which is like the fighting in the infinite, well, in the big tower. I don't think it's exactly infinite.
Yeah.
Once I had Pale Rider that had, it's a very famous persona from what I understand, right?
Right.
It's a recommended build where you make a Pale Rider, which is a death personified. It is one of the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. You create it using a variety of persona that allows it to have one each of the 4 elemental spells. And I believe it also has access to the death element as well. Because you basically have like 3 subgroups where you have the 3 physical attributes, 4 elemental attributes, and then sort of a yin and yang positive negative energy duo. And it winds up with access to a lot of that on just a single persona. And it's just very powerful, right? Like its stats are good. And it made a lot of the fights very trivial. And after that happened, I just wasn't sure what to do with myself anymore, you know? Because I'd already just been following all of the walkthroughs so closely.
Yeah.
What I realized is I wished that I could just watch the game. I wish it was an anime. And you know what? I may just watch the game. I was considering just, like, seeing if someone else has played it on the internet.
Yeah, just so that you can watch it, because it is sort of a high school drama with supernatural powers romp.
Yeah.
Which is usually like, I mean, I liked Fate Stay Night pretty well.
Yeah.
And
I liked,
Baka and Test.
Baka and Test, and
That was more of a comedy, though.
Shinin Buyo and other afflictions of other somethings of daily life. I can't remember the title.
Yeah, it was a nice complicated title, but I remember which one you're talking about.
Yeah, but I don't think you watched that one with me, and after I was done, I was like, no, you don't have to. I liked it, though.
It was nice.
What's another one? When superpowers, or when superpowered battles become commonplace?
Yeah.
It's another one that has one of the really fun, long, sort of cheeky titles, right?
Right. Well, and let's not forget,
Bale will clean all of those titles up, I'm sure.
Yes, Bale. Clean. Oh, gosh, let's not forget, well, I seem to have forgotten. Oh. The one with the outfits that have eyes that's really cool, and it's sort of a commentary on...
Fashion?
Fashion, yeah.
But you know, I had it, and then as soon as I said fashion, it blew the title right out of my head, and the only title I can think of now is Gurren Lagann, because they're associated with one another so often.
Yeah.
Kill la Kill.
Kill la Kill, yes, that's another good high school drama with supernatural weirdness. And then...
You know what else I think would also probably fall under that same umbrella?
Uh-huh.
Even though I know it doesn't really take place in a high school, but it features, like, I think characters of the appropriate age. The famous book title is East of Eden, and this is Eden of the East.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops.
It kind of it kind of falls into that. It's a little bit further from it. But yeah, no, I think that counts too. And I don't know if it's supernatural exactly. Anyways, it was good anyway. Gosh.
Well, it's not supernatural so much as it is sci-fi.
Yeah. It was really cool.
And I think it's pretty cool because I think for the most part it's sci-fi and not science fiction. It's not so crazy, right?
Yeah, it's within the realm of weird things that could happen in real life, maybe.
Like, I think that the most unusual thing about it would be the protagonist's recollection scenes.
Yeah.
But that's just supposed to be some sort of internal thinking that you're allowed to see, right?
Right. Oh.
That's probably it.
Well, anyways, Persona should be something that you like based on that evidence, but maybe you just don't like that as a game.
Just based on a lifetime of evidence, it should be fine. I think that I hate it.
Oh, no.
No, hold on. I think that I hate the message.
Okay.
Because there was a point where I realized that I had greater concern for... Like, there was a point where I had to go to Tartarus.
Yeah.
Tartarus? I believe that's the title of the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go to Tartarus to clean up a bunch of, like, side quests, right?
Right.
And I was fighting for my life. That is one thing that I do usually appreciate about the combat, is it's the lethality index is super high, right?
Right. So you're definitely fighting for your life.
Yeah.
In a dungeon, doing some cleanup work.
And then... Is this something that I can explode, or... I've got several. Oh, nope, okay. Didn't have to use power bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. And it didn't give me a scan prompt. Cheeky. Well, I was more concerned about... Yeah, I had just taken an exam. Like, it had just been exam week.
Yeah.
And they hadn't yet revealed the results of the exam. And I sat there and I thought, as I was fighting, like, as I was, like, sticking a sword through a monster and it exploded into gore,
uh-huh,
I thought, man, I really hope I did well on that exam.
Well, I don't know.
I was more concerned about the test score than the results of the exam, and I feel like
that's not healthy.
But I feel like that's the point. I think that they're trying to sell a culture. They're trying to present a culture.
Mm-hmm.
Where your ability to move on to, like, the next level of education,
yeah,
is basically life or death. Or at least is equivalent to life or death.
Well, after hearing that, one thing I think you can say is that it definitely does a good job of putting you in that place.
I think it's a game that sets out to achieve something very specific, and does a fantastic job, and I hate...
You just don't like the thing that it was trying to do?
Yes, I very much disagree with what it's trying to present. But part of me still wants to beat it, because maybe they'll surprise me at the end. Mm-hmm. Maybe after you close to the end of the game, maybe there's just... God, maybe your characters pull, like, a Harry Potter and just drop out of school because saving the fucking world is a little more important than that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, or maybe not.
Maybe not.
Love the graphic design, though. Graphic design is my favorite part. That's what made me buy the game to begin with.
Mm-hmm.